Scene started outside the Wano, where Zunisha is standing. Luffy is talking to himself in his mind. What happened to me? Why, can I still stand? Even though I lost, I'm having fun for some reason. Ha 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 ha. And there is a sound of drums in the background. Scene shifts to Momonosuke and Yamato. Momonosuke says, Luffy is Joy Boy? Yamato says, is that what Zunisha is saying? In Pleasure Hall, Left Brain Tower, Sanji awake in pain, and shockingly says, Luffy, in Performance Floor. Law and Captain Kidd is shocked as well. Hyogro says, Wha, is that you, Straw Hat fellow? Everyone has the same reaction. Marco says, Straw Hat? Hey, he's still breathing. Nami and Otama says while crying, Luffy's alive? Big Brother's still breathing? Scene shifts to Sacred Marihoa, the Hall of Power, Pangaea Castle. Conversations started between the 5 elders, so we've lost an elite agent, and made Kaido angry. What was the point? What if I told you that there was a potential future that would make us beg for this outcome? It is always better to eliminate the dangerous variables. In every era, the world government has attempted to recover the gum-gum fruit, and not once has it ever succeeded, for 800 years. Possessing a body with the properties of rubber, and fighting in whatever way he fancies, bringing smiles to the faces of people. The warrior of liberation, also known as Nika. It is as though the devil fruit is trying to escape our grasp, and it very well might be. Zone fruits contain a will of their own, and this particular fruit has the name of a god. The other name of the gum-gum fruit is the zone type, human fruit. Mythical type, model, Nika, the sun god. Awakening brings his rubbery body greater physical strength and freedom. It is said that in all the world, there is no power more ridiculous. Scene shifts to Treasure Repository, 2nd floor, Onigashima. Orochi says, Hiyori. I loved Odin too, you know. Think carefully now. I was being used. By Kaido. Come, let's escape his wrath together. Now undo the nails. Hiyori says, after you have kicked dirt upon every samurai to whom you owed a debt, who do you expect will listen to you now? My father upheld his promise to you. Did he not? He trusted in the deal that he made with you and Kaido to liberate Wano. For 5 long years, my father danced and made a fool of himself, never once explaining himself to his own family. My father kept his word. He believed that you would free the people in the end, and withstood 1 hour of your boiling cauldron. He withstood the searing burns of the bubbling oil. Despite the smile that never left his face, he bore your torments all alone. Because the entire country was taken hostage, his suffering was unimaginable. Hiyori is thinking about the past where he had a conversation with his father. Hiyori says, doesn't it feel bad when everybody says mean things about you, father? Odin says, not at all, my dear. Hiyori says, why not? Odin says, because I have all of you. Hiyori says, really? Then we'll be together forever. Now scene is back in present. Orochi says, actually, I realize now that Odin was a great samurai. In fact, speaking as shogun, I think your father deserves. Then suddenly Hiyori's mask drops. Hiyori shouted while crying, my name is Kazuki Hiyori. Hold your tongue, you knave. Orochi is shocked and surprised. Hiyori says, no matter the growling of my empty stomach and the rags I had to wear, I never shamed my father's name. You were never the shogun, not even for a single day. Wicked, foolish, and wretched. The worse you became, the greater the insult to the lives that were lost. Orochi says, Awawawa. Hey, not so fast. Don't do anything rash now. Revenge is antiquated. It's behind the times. And killing me won't make it any easier to beat Kaido. Then suddenly Kanjuro appears. Kanjuro says, Lord Orochi. Orochi says, Kanjuro says, I have failed. Orochi says, no, perfect timing. I give you a new play to perform. Burn that woman to death. Leap onto her clothing, woo ha ha ha. We'll call it the failure of the woman's 20-year revenge. Alas, what a tragic tale. Witness the plight of Hiyori, remnant of the Kazuki name. This is the fate of all who were once mighty. Kanjuro says Lord Orochi, and moved towards Orochi. Orochi says, Fwa, hey, no, not over here. But Kanjuro was so close and burnt Orochi completely. Hiyori says the dawn is sure to come. Orochi is burning and shouting, Kanjuro, you idiot. Help me, Hiyori. Yeah. Hiyori says the Kozuki clan always keeps its promises. Then scene shifts to Luffy. Ooh, I can do everything I wanted to do. I think I can fight a bit longer. My heartbeat sounds so funny. This is the pinnacle of what I can do. This is Gear 5. Luffy is now switched to Gear 5, and his Conqueror Haki burst in from the roof like a thunderbolt and knocked out men of Kaido. Kaido says, "What is it, men? What is up there? On the roof?" Kaido's men are shouting in panic. "Hey, what's wrong? Is that Supreme King Haki? Where's it coming from?" Then suddenly, Luffy's giant hand came from the roof and grabbed Kaido. Kaido shouted, "Wah!" Chopper is filled with tear of joy and says, "Is that Luffy?" Then Luffy pulls Kaido to the roof, breaking the roof. Holding Kaido from the tail, Luffy started to smash Kaido's head on the floor again and again. When Kaido is back up, he says, "Straw Hat, you survived. Thank you," and launched Blast Breath. Luffy is laughing loudly, but when he saw Blast Breath is coming towards him, he is completely shocked with his eyes popped out. Immediately, he grabbed the ground and stretched upward and created a wall of rubber and bounced back Kaido's attack back to Kaido. Now Kaido is in trouble and got hit. After getting hit, Kaido says, "I'm sorry about that idiot earlier. I didn't want to win that way." Luffy says, "Don't sweat it. Let's finish this up." And here the chapter ends.